Hi, Adrian Manyathelo here. Today's topic is how to master the art of goal getting. Uh, Now, goal getting is one of the most sought after thing. People like productivity. People like to be productive, um, but sometimes uh, people don't actually know that for you to be productive, you got to follow a certain pattern. You got to do certain things a certain way, right? Um, I remember this particular time I was actually in college. I was in college. My life changed when I was in high school, right? Where I literally met with a guy who is my mentor, right? He just took me for 5 minutes, right? 5 minutes he spent with me because I had actually went to I searched for him. I looked for him all over the place, and I literally asked him because I was struggling with maths, right? I could not pass. My pass marks could not go beyond 56% or 50 something percent, right? And so I went to see this maths teacher, and he took 5 minutes, right? Just teaching you exactly what to do. When you are hungry, right? This is one thing exciting about life, right? When you are hungry about something, you want it so bad. What normally happens is that even the way you listen, you don't listen the same. You don't listen like everybody else. A lot of people they can listen, right, but they are not actually listening. But when you listen when you're hungry, you listen beyond what the person is saying to you. So this guy literally took 5 minutes, but what he said within that 5 minutes totally changed my life, right? And from then onwards, I began to get, literally what he told me changed my marks from 50 something percent to 90 something percent. I mean, it's a massive change, right? But this is exactly something to do with goal getting, right? Because I had a goal that I wanted to get, and he showed me how to get it. But I think the most exciting one is the one that took place when I was in college, right? So I will leave that one like that, the high school one. But let me go straight to the one in the college because it's more exciting. I was struggling again with another subject. This time was called technical drawing. I tried everything. By the time I went to college, I'd really mastered the art of learning. Well, to some extent, right? I'd mastered it, especially the education, the normal education that people go through, what they call formal education. I'd mastered that, right? But when I got to college, then I met with this subject called technical drawing. It became very, very difficult for me. I couldn't just understand why I was not doing well. So one day I just went into a library and I saw a book, and in that book, the book was saying that if you're struggling in anything in life, you can actually master it by literally just giving yourself a bit of time and seeing yourself being successful in it, right? Just imagine yourself being successful in it, thinking of how you're going to be successful in it. And I did all that, right? Basically, this is what I was doing, right? I saw myself in the exam, right? I saw myself doing this subject. I saw myself remembering everything that I needed to remember. I saw myself actually remembering even the theory part of the subject and writing the exact thing that I needed. That's how I was doing it, okay? But the thing is, with that, I followed it up by working so hard. I worked extremely hard, right? If I needed to memorize anything, I memorized it. If I needed to read anything, I read it. I did everything that I needed to do. I was so sure that I had done everything that humanly possible, right? And this is where a lot of people miss it, right? They're given strategies. There are many strategies and principles that guide us in this world, right? But sometimes you can have the principles, but if you don't have the actions that go with it, you miss it out, right? So because of that principle, this is what happened, right? My teacher then in that technical drawing subject did well. He had totally given hope on me. He had no hope at all. He just thought this guy is finished. and there's no way he can succeed in this. He actually literally told me on the face that you will never pass this subject, no matter what you do. You are the one that's going to fail this thing. So I looked at him and told him, I'm going to surprise you, right? Because I knew I was working on something, right? Although I didn't know how it will come to pass. Because despite, you know, I did this this, what would you say? This meditation, or this this visualization thing, I did it for over 2 years, right? For my exam. But within those 2 years, up until the exam, I did not pass that subject. I couldn't get anything more than 30%. I was just struggling and struggling. So even when I got into the exam, I had confidence. My confidence lied in this thing that I was doing, that this thing would bring me success on the day. I don't know why I had so much confidence in it, but I did. So now when the exam came, wrote the exam, it was very normal to me, but it was extremely difficult for everyone else, right? Because it was normal, because that's what was hard for me anyway. So I didn't expect anything any harder or any easier. So what then happened was that the results came, and when they came, only 3 people passed, and one of them was me. So here's the most exciting thing about it, right, guys. I then decided to go and see my teacher, right? just to tell him, hey, thank you so much for all that you helped me, and I managed to pass. And the guy, when he saw me, he cried. He literally cried. He couldn't speak, right? And I think he cried not because of jealousy, but I think he cried because of overwhelm, right? But that's what happened, guys, if you do certain things in a certain way. So today, my business partner is going to literally just tell you, he's going to literally analyze, see, the story that I've just given you. He's going to analyze it, exactly what takes place when you do the kind of thing, the process I was following, right? And he will teach you in a very clear way. I think he does it so clear, right? So if you click on that link below this video, somewhere near this video, you'll be able to access that information, right? And also, you're going to get that video, and also you're going to get a free PDF on it, and you're also going to get an audio, and you're also going to get lots and lots and lots of things. It's Christmas time, guys. We're just dishing it out there. So thank you so much for listening to me today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.